Give me a second. You know I like to go live, so this is going to be a video report. I never got the dash.
I have to get up to the station to do that bomb threat review, so whatever it is we're going to do, can we make it quick?
Yeah, the dash camera footage from the one time when we were sitting out there. Internal Affairs don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Is there any way you can get that for me? It was the footage when I was in front of your car, and you said...
They did look at that.
No, not what I recorded of you. The actual dash camera.
They recorded of me.
Okay, how do I get a copy?
I don't know.
But it does exist?
It did when they looked at it, because they were under the impression from you that I forced you to stand in front of the car when I said no. All I said was, if he was going to record me, I'd like to record him.
Yeah, that's
so
what
I asked him to stand in front of my car. So they found the complaint that I forced you to stand in front of the car, unsubstantiated.
Yeah, I don't think I used the word forced. I never used the word forced. But maybe that's how they took it. But anyway, but there was a video at one point that was me in front of the dash.
Now understand. Let's go stand in the shade.
Yeah.
It's too damn hot.
That's fine.
Like all things, we purge data. Because I'm going to be quite honest with you. We don't have an endless amount of money to be able to keep buying databases to store stuff.
Gotcha. Here, watch out, Sergeant Pierce.
The whole purpose, of course, your argument, your complaint, finish pumping your gas. I'll hold your camera for you.
Hey, I appreciate that. That's customer service.
You don't have enough money to buy the body camera stuff.
Oh, we can lease them though, Sergeant Pierce.
Here's the thing. Ready? We've got companies out there that are willing to give us body cameras.
Taser.
Yeah. But here's the thing. But the software is going to call you X amount of $1 million. They don't get you with the body cam. They get you with the software. And then in order to hold that video, it's going to be that much more.
Yeah, you got maintenance and cloud storage. I got
We don't have the money coming in yet for that. The county commission won't give us the money for that yet.
That's correct.
That's
the county
problem.
won't.
That's the problem.
Because the city's going to body cameras.
And that's great when you only have 40-something officers.
Yeah.
When you have 200, it's a bit different.
Yeah, I got you.
You know? And here's the other thing that...
I just want the research done. And I know many of you are proponents. But your sheriff isn't a proponent. That's my issue.
Everybody's a proponent.
The proponent is differently on tape.
Well, the proponent is, how do we find the money?
Yeah, grants.
And that's his
federal
job.
grants.
That's his job.
It is.
We tried federal grants. Here's the thing.
County don't like federal grants.
Because there's always a catch.
I get it. There's FEMA and all those.
There's
other
always
ones.
a catch.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing about body cameras. This is me personally. Me personally. Here's what I don't like about body cameras.
Break it down, Sergeant Pierce.
Here's what I don't like about body cameras. Say you and your wife are having an argument over whatever. Name a topic. Money, childcare, infidelity.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
I go into your house. I talk to both of you.
Yeah, I got to get redacted. I get all that.
The neighbor down the street now has the right to go listen to everything you guys are fighting about. Because the state law hasn't changed in order to protect you.
Yeah.
You and I talking right now, if you wanted to pull me aside and talk to me about something, hey, can I please give you some confidential information?
Yeah.
Sure, Mike. What's the confidential information? I know who's dealing drugs. I know who's breaking into cars. I know who's doing this. I know who's running a prostitution sting out of their house. I know who's doing this.
Yeah.
They have the right to go get that audio now. Because some cameras don't allow us to just arbitrarily turn them off and turn them on. So now you're in jeopardy. State law doesn't protect you.
I get that.
We have a problem with that. We shouldn't be allowed to just turn our cameras off, and we don't. When my car camera comes on, I have no way of redacting that footage.
But there's some that do turn it off. And that's the problem.
We can turn it off.
Yeah.
But once it's recorded, we don't have a way of redacting it.
That's true.
Let's say I'm working a crash, and you come up to me and you go, and I'm talking about something not related to the crash.
Yeah, you can't.
I should be allowed to turn that camera off.
Yeah.
If I'm talking about something not related to this.
Yeah.
Body cameras aren't that sophisticated. Body cameras can't do that sometimes. Body cameras come on without you even knowing about it. I've had that camera come on while I was sitting in my driveway.
Yeah.
If I stop home at the house and use the bathroom, guess what?
Yeah,
that's now on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't think that would make it YouTube.
You want to bet?
Well, that's, yeah,
you want to bet?
Suppose things like that.
Why is this guy at his house? Why is this guy at his house for 45 minutes? I was up all night the night before, sick as a dog. I don't want to call him sick, so I'm having to go home and use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm having to go home and drink fluids. I'm having to go home and eat something just so I don't throw up in my patrol car.
Yeah.
That's on YouTube.
Well, three quick
media.
things, because you have taken the time to talk to me. That's all I've ever wanted, and I appreciate
I've
that.
never not talked to you.
Except for you didn't call me back at one time. Still hurts my feelings to this day.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And then one time you kind of wanted me to violate an injunction. That kind of upset me. But anyway, no. Three quick things, so I know you got to run. And I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
I didn't even investigate the injunction part, but go ahead.
Okay, well, it was no violation. But anyway, number one, there was dash camera footage of me in front of you when the internal affairs investigation began at one point. There was that footage of me that existed at one point, correct?
I don't know. I hit record. What happened to that? I have no idea. Did I go back and review it? No, because I didn't care.
But did you upload it to a server? Like, I guess the regular way?
That's what it automatically does.
Okay.
I don't do anything to it. It automatically downloads.
You see, I thought that, but there was one time when I requested something and I was told the deputy failed to upload it to the secured server because it was something I requested from Monique Jenkins.
Now, I was out at Walmart last night on that bomb threat.
Yep.
I have not downloaded that video yet because I haven't gone to a place where it automatically downloads. There's only a couple places where it links up and automatically downloads.
Okay.
So
or then you would have to manually do it.
So if somebody were to come in right now and ask for this video, their response would be, it's not here.
Okay.
Why isn't it here? He hasn't downloaded it yet. It kind of makes it look like that I'm the one failing to push that button to download it. When in reality, what the truth is, I just haven't gone to a place to have it downloaded yet. And it's quite common because the places that we go to download video is at the station. The guys that work way up north, the guys that work way down south, when they go to their zone, and they work their zone, if they don't come to the stations and download their video, then their video hasn't been downloaded yet.
Okay.
So it's not like they're refusing to do it, they just haven't had a chance.
Okay. Last two quick things. One, do I legally always have to have my ID even when I'm walking?
Do you always have to have your ID when you're walking?
Yes, sir.
You should, because what if you get hit by a car?
I get you on should, but legally.
How would we know? You're supposed to carry your ID with you at all times, especially when you're out and about. And here's the thing. If someone calls 911 because they see you walking and they're worried, they're scared, A, they have that right to do.
Yes.
B, by state statute,
you can ask me.
And by our policy, we're not going to give you that information. I watched your video before. I want to know who called. No, I'm not telling you who called.
Oh yeah, you can't tell me.
I'm not telling you who called. If you called 911 on somebody,
but it's public record though.
No, it's not.
I just got the phone call.
It's protected state statute.
How do I have it right now then?
Don't ask me. You may get the phone call, but you don't necessarily need to know who it was that called. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, but if they give that on the phone, then that's a different story.
If you called 911 on somebody,
yes,
that guy right there because you think he's doing something illegally, would you really want me to go over there, knock on his door, and go, see that guy standing right there next to the car? He's the one that called on me.
Yeah, but the public records request allows you to request it.
If your mom, she lives down in Vista Royale, right? If she called 911 because she thinks somebody is walking around the cars, breaking into cars, would you really want us to stop that person and tell them who it was that called?
No, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, when she gave her name, see, all you have to do is not give your name. But once you give your name, and I'm allowed to do a public records request, and I have the 911,
that's beyond my scope of expertise. I don't know how that works.
Chapter 119 allows you to do it.
The legalities of that, I have no idea. All I know is when someone says who called, if it says anonymous, I say anonymous.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And I say, I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
For the sake of, I don't know if this person wants to remain anonymous or not.
Yeah.
What if this person says, hey, what's your name? John Smith. Do you want to be contacted? No, I want to remain anonymous. They gave their name.
Yeah.
They don't want to remain, they don't want anybody to know who that is.
Okay.
I'm not giving that out. I have no reason to give that out. It has no bearing as to why I'm there.
Yeah.
If I stop Mike Marsh because he's walking through the parking lot of Vista Royale, I'm stopping Mike Marsh because he's walking through the parking lot.
That's pretty mean they did that to me, wasn't it?
No, that's their job.
Yeah. I look black, don't I?
No.
Thank you.
You look like a person walking through the parking lot at night of a place that cars get broken into all the time.
Yeah.
If we don't do anything, then we're contributing
I know
to that.
But the thing is, I was told by Sergeant Garrison that a black male was stopped, and then I requested for the stop.
I don't know what they said on the radio.
That's an investigation, so we can't talk about it anyway.
From a distance, could a deputy at 10 o'clock at night say, I think he's a black male? I don't know.
But quickly, just 2 fast questions.
I don't know.
Because the bomb threat's more important than me.
You know,
One.
it's not a perfect world, Mike.
No, I'm not saying mistakes. It is. We all make mistakes.
We make mistakes, but
don't I compliment when you guys do right?
We don't make mistakes with ill intent. That's the thing about it.
No, not all of you.
Think that we
but
do.
There's some of you that do.
I have all
but obviously you can't.
That. I'm sorry, Mike.
Listen, there's many good at the sheriff's office.
But you're not worth losing a career over.
That's how you feel. Yes.
That's how
and
everybody
I appreciate
feels.
That. That's not how everyone feels.
I would run into a burning building for you, Mike.
I appreciate that. I never said...
I would run into a burning building for your daughter. I would risk my life for you, your daughter, your mother, your ex-wife, and everybody else.
I don't know about the last one, but anyway.
Yes, I would. Yeah. But I'm not going to arbitrarily wake up one morning and go, I'm going to do everything I can to destroy this guy, whether it means my career or not. Yeah. That's not how I think. And I don't know anybody who thinks that way. Yeah. I don't. I've been doing this 25 years. Yeah. There are bigger fish to fry than you.
What was the problem on Facebook, the picture I had of you on there? Who was the one that reported it to Facebook about copyright? I have no idea. Well, it wasn't you, though, right? And you don't know about it?
I thought it was funny. You posted my picture on the, what's the name
of the corruption of Indian River County.
Corruption. While I was giving stickers out to African-American kids.
Exactly.
I thought that was kind of ironically funny.
Yeah.
You think
Me too.
That was a public picture? As far as I'm concerned, I could care less what you do.
Yeah.
If I posted a picture of you saying, I don't like pedophiles, how would you feel about that?
That's the truth. I would be fine with that.
With your picture next to it.
That I don't like pedophiles?
I don't like pedophiles and your picture's next to it.
Oh, well then, I'll have to issue with that.
I'm asking you, would you have a problem with that? Why? It's a free picture.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't care. Okay. I mean, I would care, but yeah.
If someone did that, you're saying right now on camera, you don't care.
You're saying if someone put I don't like pedophiles and then I'm listed as a pedophile? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm just saying your picture was next to it.
With the statement I don't like pedophiles?
You put my picture on a corruption page when you have no proof that I'm corrupt. Correct?
Corrupt? I wouldn't say corrupt, but you have violated certain things when you have dealt with
I have not.
You told me.
I have not violated anything with you. I told you the truth. You just didn't like the truth.
No. It's not that I didn't like the truth. It's that
Let me ask you
your buddies with Chris Taylor.
Do you?
And that's a problem.
He owns that church. He's been with the state attorney for many years.
Yeah.
I'm not buddies. I've never been to his house.
I'm not saying you guys are heathens here. And you yourself, I really don't have no problem with, other than that one incident.
Is he a work associate? Yes. Do I have a lot of respect for Chris Taylor? Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. That's about it. So let me ask you once again. Mm-hmm. So I really have to get to a debriefing.
Okay, well, let me ask you two questions. Forget me and you. I just want to ask you.
I'm asking you. And it's not just me and you.
Okay.
It's not just me and you. You put the camera down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So don't say this is between me and you, because you know it's not. Do you have proof, hard factual proof evidence, that I am corrupt?
That you yourself are corrupt?
Yes.
No, sir.
Then why would you use my picture?
Because you were the last one I had an issue with.
Okay. So,
and I couldn't find any other better pictures, and I thought it was a good picture.
So because I don't have any proof that you're a pedophile, I'm allowed to use your picture if I want to start a
you made your statement. I get what you're saying, sorry. But can you answer my two questions real quick before you run? One, legally, do I have to carry an ID with me while walking? Not is it good to me to do it. Legally, per Florida state statute, do I have to carry my identification?
When I walk out to check my mail, I don't always have my ID with me.
Okay.
So the answer to that would probably be no.
Okay.
Depending on where I'm walking. There's a difference between walking out and checking my mail and walking through a neighborhood where no one knows where you are, no one knows who you are, I don't know who you are. You are supposed to, when you're in a public place, to be able to provide me some type of identification when you're in a public place.
Is that per statute?
I would need to look it up.
All right.
The statute books
I respect that you said you have to look it up and not just giving me an answer.
Do you really think doctors don't know? Doctors need to go look stuff up too before they give.
But that's a better answer for me than me just getting told yes.
I don't know every single
Neither does Leroy Smith.
Statute
so
book.
Send it to him.
I don't know that statute book verbatim. I have more things to do, like spend time with my family, than to sit there 24/7 and read that statute book because it grows every year.
I get that, but certain things should be kind of common. Maybe not that one, but there's certain things that, if someone's going to tell me I have to do something per law, but they can't.
If you're asking me, listen, I don't know what was said. I don't care what was said.
Yeah.
That's between you and Lieutenant Smith. That's between you and the deputies down there.
Yeah.
What I tell people is, you want to carry ID? I don't care. If somebody hits you and you die, I'll back you up as a John Doe. And if no one claims your body, we'll bury you in a really cheap grave somewhere and let that be the end of it.
Yeah.
That's up to you. whether or not you want to carry an ID.
You're right.
Do you know how many times we have found deceased people where we have no idea who they are, and that's a shame? You know how much that bothers me? That
I believe that.
can come claim that body.
Yeah.
I know my kids don't walk around anywhere without some form of ID. I know I don't leave my house unless I have some form of ID.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't leave her house. My family members do not leave their house without some sort of ID on their body, because I want people to know who they are. When the police officer says, "Hey, you know what? We just had a robbery down the street, and your car matches that description, but we're looking for a guy by the name of John Thompson. Are you John Thompson?" "No, I'm Mike Marsh." "Oh, so you are. You're free to go. You're not the guy I'm looking for.
Gotcha.
You can move now. You can go. You're not the guy we're looking for." I want that for me.
Yeah, I
want people to see my ID. I want authorities to see my ID if they want to see it.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, that moves me along with my life just that much quicker.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit there and argue with whether or not that's my constitutional right. I want to get my stuff and go.
But you took oath for that Constitution, did you not?
Matt, can I call you back? What's that?
But you took oath that you would uphold the Constitution. So you should also appreciate the Constitution.
I also promised that I would protect
and serve.
And if you call and say, "I don't like the way this guy's looking, he's walking through my neighborhood," protecting them and serving them is to find out who the hell you are.
No, you're right. That's not my issue. You're right. The stop was totally legal. That wasn't what I was contesting. I was contesting the fact that I had to carry ID, and this is coming from Internal Affairs.
Okay, then
they police the police. No, I get that.
That would be in front of a 7-Eleven.
No, but I'm keeping track of everyone who tells me the right thing. Lieutenant Campbell told me the right thing. You're telling me, I don't know off the top of my head, but this makes sense. And you know what? I appreciate that answer.
I'm telling you, it may not say in the statute book that you are required to.
Yeah.
You're required, when asked, to provide some sort of identification. Mm-hmm. So read between the lines. It says one thing, but it doesn't tell you you have to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you're driving, you must.
If you're driving, you must. We both agree on that.
If you're driving, you must carry some form of identification.
Yeah. You're right.
So my question is, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want someone to know who you were?
Because I'm one of those crazy constitutionalists.
But what if you got hit by a car?
Oh, my God knows who I am. I get what you're saying. You should, but my thing is, when someone tells me a law and says they know it specifically and they're making reference, I have a problem with that. Because the highest of high is Internal Affairs. Internal Affairs police the police. So if they don't get it right, and I was you, and you can't comment on this, but I would say to myself, well, hell, they're the ones who investigate us, and they're not sure about things? Listen, I got a buddy that was forced to resign, okay? So I do scrutinize Internal Affairs, and you know what? I should, because I would think that they would be the most competent at the sheriff's office, because they're looking into not just me, they're looking into fellow deputies. So can you imagine losing your job based on Internal Affairs, thought that they had the right law or statute or ordinance or general order? That's where I'm going with it.
Well, in 25 years, I've never seen anybody get fired based on an Internal Affairs investigation.
Yeah. I seen one get forced to resign.
Or forced to resign.
Yeah. I'll send you the email if you want.
For something they really didn't do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And that's just me.
Yeah.
Are there guys out there that have been forced to resign or get fired for maybe something they didn't do?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Just like we have a lot of people in jail right now on death row for something they didn't do.
Yeah.
Problem is, back in '78, when they got put on death row, we gave them the best evidence we had.
Yeah.
Is it the same? Is it as good as evidence as we have nowadays? No, of course not. And I'm willing to admit that.
Yeah.
Well, they framed the guy. They put him away. No.
Yeah.
They put him away with what they had. They put him away with what they had at the time.
My last question.
Sure.
Do you think I'm anti-law enforcement? Truthfully.
I think you're pro Mike Marsh.
Okay.
Anyone who gets in your way, you're anti-F. I don't care who that is. Do I think you're anti-law enforcement? I don't think you wake up every day going, I hate cops.
You see who's on my car, though, right? So obviously if I issue with cops.
Yeah. I don't think you're anti-anybody unless it doesn't agree with what you think.
Okay. I appreciate that.
And if you think 7-Eleven treats you wrong, you would be anti-7-Eleven. If you felt Snappy's did you wrong, you would be anti whoever that guy is that runs Snappy's. I don't think you're anti anything. I think you're very seriously, maybe sometimes to an extreme, pro Mike Marsh. Not that there's anything wrong with it. That's my opinion. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I like people watching us because it makes us do a better job.
I believe that.
My only problem is before you accuse, before you make statements, and before you put it out there, I wish you knew the facts. Because you yourself don't want us to accuse someone and put them in jail without knowing all the facts.
But I noticed that you broke that girl's phone, and this is on Facebook Live. I never say. I say in the picture.
First of all,
I say, "Oh, that's Michael Pierce."
First of all, no. First of all, I didn't watch it except for about 10 minutes of it.
Someone from the sheriff's office showed you.
You started. Somebody shared it, and I looked at it. and I went, it's Mike Marsh, and I deleted it. Then I came in the next day, and they said, "Oh, your name was all over the place." Then I heard, "Oh yeah, that's Mike Pierce, you jackass." And I'm going, wait a minute. I was home that night. I never left my.
But did it look like you? Be honest.
I didn't see it.
So you didn't see the picture? Because if you look at the picture, it looked just like you. Same built.
I really do want to go talk to her.
Okay.
And I'd like to see the picture.
Okay.
And I'd like to be able to tell her, be careful about getting bad information. Because somebody's saying it's me, and I was never out of my house that night.
Okay.
But now, whoever you told that to, thinks...
And we're fixing that now.
Thinks I'm the bad guy.
No, that would be taken care of in a matter of seconds.
Whoever it is that you said that to, and whatever it is you said about me on Facebook Live about how I do this and how I'm this and how I'm that, that wasn't very fair on your part. Because
the only thing that wasn't fair if it wasn't you.
Once you throw it out there, you can't take it back.
Yes,
you
I can.
No, you can't fix that.
I can fix that.
It's like shooting around.
I can make a mistake.
No, it's like shooting around downrange. When you go Facebook Live, when you shoot around downrange, you can apologize for it, but it doesn't fix whatever it is it hits.
But if you look at the picture, you will agree it looks just like you. And you haven't seen the picture yet.
But it wasn't me.
And that's what we're clearing up now.
I'm sorry that we all look alike. But you know what? It wasn't me.
And that's what we're fixing now.
And I wish you would have got better facts before you threw my name out there. Here's what I can promise you. I will never do that to you.
And I appreciate that.
That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
There's a guy who wears glasses, wears red shirts, and big necklaces, and poses.
Yeah.
Well, that's Mike Marsh. That's Mike Marsh.
I like neon green.
That's Mike Marsh. Yeah. I would never do that to you.
But we're straightening that out right now,
no,
are we not?
You can't straighten that out.
Why can't you?
Because once you put it out there...
If you look at the picture, you yourself, and you know what? When Lieutenant Campbell looked at it, how come he didn't mention that wasn't Sergeant Pierce?
Because he's not going to.
Obviously, he knew what shift was on.
That's right. I work days. I get off at 8 o'clock.
That's why I figured.
And that's my day off.
Oh, okay.
Monday's my day off. I was home eating dinner with my family, spending time with my niece and nephew. I wasn't even out on Martin Luther King Day.
But not once I ever said you broke her phone. That was never on Facebook. I never stated that. Okay. The only thing I stated was like, oh, that's Michael Pierce.
She accused somebody of breaking her phone.
She did accuse. No, actually, Campbell. She accused Campbell.
You looked at the picture and said, oh, that's Mike Pierce.
And if you look at the picture...
you called me a jackass, and you made some other derogatory remarks about me. That no matter how much you think you can, once you throw it out there, you can't take it back as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I take back the part of me saying that was Michael Pierce, and I will make that publicly known. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And
we're going to agree to disagree on that, Mike.
Okay.
Because
I get what you're saying.
That wouldn't work for you if the shoe was on the other foot.
Maybe not. I agree with that.
Well, I apologize, Mike, for accusing you. That's not the point. You should have had your facts before you made the accusations. Those would probably be the words that come out of your mouth.
It probably would be. It probably would be.
So, here's what I'm saying. Maybe what I'm saying is this. If we should have to abide by rules, maybe you should too.
And I do. But my thing is, you got to understand, you would be a little salty too if the sheriff's office threw you in jail and then found out there was no probable cause, and all of a sudden the case is dismissed. And that's where we agree to disagree.
Here's what you're confusing. And I had this talk again last couple nights ago with another deputy. Please don't confuse probable cause with proof beyond a reasonable doubt.
No, I get that.
We don't have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
That's correct.
That's the state attorney's job. A lot of deputies these days get confused with probable cause. And in their mind, they say to themselves, I can't win this in court, therefore I'm not going to arrest.
Yeah.
That's not your job. If somebody walks up to Mike Marsh and says, hey, are you Mike Marsh? Yeah. And they club you in the head. They punch you right in the face. They've committed battery against you, yes?
Yes.
You call the police department and you go, I'd like to file charges. And the deputy looks at you and says, okay, you've been hit. Are there any witnesses? No. sorry, I can't make an arrest. That's not fair to you.
That's kind of what happened in Cunningham, so now that you brought it up.
Because probable cause says when a prudent, reasonable, intelligent person thinks that a crime was committed. I have a complaint. I have marks. I have reason to believe that a crime was committed. I should, if I can, make an arrest. Now, will the state drop the charges? Maybe.
They did instantaneously.
And that's up to them. Doesn't mean I didn't do my job. It doesn't mean I did my job too much.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I did my job too less. It doesn't mean I did a bad job. It just means I can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt, but at the very least, I can make an arrest on probable cause. And I should make an arrest on probable cause. We shouldn't tell victims of crimes, I can't make an arrest because I don't have independent
But that's what I was told.
I can't. Cops fall into that all the time because they're worried about making an arrest and the case gets dropped, and then they're being accused on Facebook of not doing a good job.
Yeah.
When it's the public that's misinformed about the difference between probable cause, proof beyond a reasonable doubt. We submit all the times for warrants with very little probable cause, but it's there.
Yeah.
We know it's not going to be one in court.
I get that.
We know.
But
I knew that. I knew your case wasn't going to be one in court.
Yeah.
I knew it was never going to see the end of a courtroom. Does that mean that we tell her or you, if she was on the other foot, sorry, I'm not doing anything?
But that's what I was told, and that's the only issue I've ever had with you. When I'm illegally recorded.
So we didn't make an arrest.
No, you didn't even drop a warrant. That's my issue.
No.
You guys treat me different.
No, we did draw a warrant on you.
Yeah, on me, but not her.
Yeah.
She illegally recorded me. Felony.
No, it was a crime with no criminal intent.
Oh,
and I explained that to you.
We did. We had this conversation.
We had that conversation with you.
So ignorance of the law is a defense.
No, it's not ignorance of the law as a defense. It's criminal intent.
Yeah.
Pure and simple. If I go, Mike, it's good seeing you, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we had the same conversation last time.
I committed battery just then.
Yeah.
Did I really? Did I really?
That was the same example you gave me 7 months ago.
Yes, I did. And it's the best one I can give you.
Yeah.
Was she recording you for criminal intent? No. She had an injunction against you. She thought that was her way of being able to prove she had injunction. I'm speculating here.
Yeah.
That was her way of thinking.
Yeah.
That was the only way that she could prove that she was having contact with you.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be, again, maybe, her word against yours.
Yeah.
After being told that's her word against yours 3 or 4 times, at some point you go, okay, what do I have to do to be able to prove to them that it's not just my word?
Yeah.
I know. The next time he calls, I'll record him. Oh, we can't use that. We can't use that.
But they drew up a warrant, and they knew they couldn't use that. And good old Lacey Thomas still got a warrant.
But she didn't use that as part of her
because she didn't even put it inside the evidence, which you made her put it inside the evidence.
Because it wasn't evidence.
But you still had to do a supplement. Remember that?
Because of you.
Because of me. So obviously you felt that it should have been.
No, I still wouldn't have done it.
Well, it still got done.
I still wouldn't have put that in there. Why? It wasn't evidence.
Well,
I'm handling a robbery. That gray car just did a U-turn in that parking lot. Is that evidence? No.
So why did you make her do a supplement? Just to appease Michael Marsh?
So you can keep track of what we did and why to answer your questions. That's all.
It had nothing to do with Sergeant Abalo calling you?
Yeah, I told him exactly what we did and why.
But that's when the report got done.
But it was evident. No, that was done way before that.
Oh, okay. Because see, I never knew the exact date of. Anyway, I could appreciate that, and that's my only issue I've ever had with it.
Here's the thing.
I've heard great things about it.
That was put into evidence a long time ago.
It was.
It was put in under a different case number.
Yes.
And it wasn't until we started digging that we realized
he's a troublemaker. That guy right there.
He did that under the wrong case number.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So we fixed it.
I appreciate it. Listen, you got better things to do. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the conversation. Likewise.
Listen.
And I will correct my wrongs, sir.
You can talk to me anytime you want.
I appreciate that. I wish everyone could tell me that to share.
I'd love to have talks with you.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I'd love to have a face-to-face, man-to-man. No cameras.
We could do that.
I don't know what...
It's I am, you are, we are. Team success, baby. Did he say I was pro Michael Marsh? I'm pro team success. The voice of Vero. Dang. Me and Sergeant Pierce. Y'all missed it, and I'll upload it. Mr. Sergeant Pierce says he's a fan of Team Success. That made my day. So I will make a post. What he was referring to is the other night in Gifford, a young lady's phone was broken, and in the picture that she had on her phone of the sergeant, it looked just like Sergeant Pierce. So I made the comments, that's Sergeant Pierce. That's that jackass right there. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But hey, it looked just like him. It looked just like him. But anyways, as you can see, it is not a crime to walk freely without your identification. The more you know, Internal Affairs, the more you know. But what I can say is, I will appreciate the fact that he has conversation with me. And listen, there is many others at that sheriff's office that are on my radar. It's not Sergeant Pierce. I had one encounter with him that upset me, and it was because that basically I felt they pick and choose what cases they want to draw up warrants for. And I also felt that him and Chris Taylor were a little bit too buddies. The state attorney's office is a separate entity from the sheriff's office. So there's no reasons that, you know, I need someone calling up Chris Taylor talking about a case and I feel that they're tainting a case. But yes, there's bigger fish than Sergeant Pierce. Do I feel he's corrupt per se? No, I don't feel he's corrupt. He made his way on my corruption website because he made me mad about telling me that I should basically violate an injunction, whether it's a joke or not a joke, and then got huffy and puffy and said, stand in front of my car, because he didn't like being recorded. So, no, I don't feel you are corrupt, Sergeant Pierce. But I do feel there's corruption within your agency. And yes, when I end up inside of a jail cell, okay, because of one of your deputies violated my rights, you damn right I'm not going to let it go. And I'm going to keep talking about it. But other than that, I'll have a sit down with you. But as far as the part with no cameras, you know, a year ago I would have said cool. But not now. I feel like y'all would get me in a room and I'll be looking like Lloyd tomorrow. But anyways, thanks for watching my video. It's just another day in the life of Team Success ending corruption in Indian River County. And I will upload the video of Sergeant Pierce giving a shout out to Team Success. That made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Kobe! And as always, it's I am, you are, we are. It's Team Success. There's nothing wrong with questioning everything, period. This is how I teach my daughters. You question everything. Just because they're saying that, just because they're cops, don't mean that they always have your best interests. And I'm not saying all cops are bad, because obviously I wouldn't have a damn magnet sent on my car that says Rivers for Sheriff. There is no anti-law enforcement here, or anti-sheriff's office, as much as Abalo likes to think so, okay? If Rivers would have got in, shit, I'd be volunteering for them, goddammit. You know? I'd be redacting dash cam footage for them for free. Free 99. So, let's just get that clear. Anyways, it's off to St. Lucie County, because I'm taking a break from the sheriff's office. We still got issues at the Indian River County Clerk of the Courts when it comes to fraud that apparently we haven't resolved yet. So I'm going to find out from St. Lucie County on some statutes. That's how you do it. There's no reason to be around here talking about F the police or this, and that, raising hell. No. You get them on policy, you fight for legislature, and you demand justice. Y'all be safe and take care. Thanks for watching.